Hello, welcome to another video with Suerte Dance School, Michal and Anna. We are continuing our series about how to run a dance school, and this will be a video of our perspective, and we'll tell you a bit more how family-run business works, and in general, how do we operate. So, as you might know, we've been married for quite many years now. It's been 10 years actually. Last Friday it's been 10 years. We've been married for 10 years, and La Suerte has been open for not much shorter because we started actually the same year. So we got married in 2012 and we opened La Suerte in 2012 as well. And since then it was family-run business. So what we mean by that? For most of the time. We were teaching together and basically delivering the classes, but there were always some other teachers with us, and till this day it is like that. We are always training new teachers, and I kind of grow our let's call it La Suerte family. So I call it family business from two different perspectives. Yeah, it's us two running the business, and obviously new people joining us and creating our new family here. Just to give you a bit more insight about our family, because I know that you see our classes, but you don't know much about us. We have two daughters, and that's the reason why Anna wasn't that much online when we started recording during the pandemic, because our younger daughter, Isabella, she's just 2, so she was born in November, just before all this craziness started. And because of that, obviously, Anna spent more time as a full-time mom.
And homeschooling our other daughter.
Oh, that's another thing, yeah. Yeah, actually, that was quite crazy, yeah. So she had homeschooling of Evelina. You've seen Evelina on many videos. Maybe I'll drop some pictures of when we talk now, so you see them. Evelina starts getting into dancing a bit more now. And actually, she's very keen on learning. Before she wasn't. She would like only to dance in her own way. Now she's really learning salsa, and she's picking up very fast.
She's got it in her, because when I was pregnant, I was still dancing loads. So.
In general, when Evelina was small, like in our first building, we were always taking her with us for classes. So she was just sitting there in a baby chair, and we were running classes. This is how it was. Now it's slightly different. Yeah, Isabella is not as much in here. So she's not exposed to music that much. We should change that, by the way.
But she's different personality to Evelina. Like, Evelina was very chilled baby, and his is a bit crazy.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I believe that at some point Evelina will definitely start teaching classes with me. Even like last week, she already went with me to one of the events at university, and she wanted to be my helper, and she did pretty well. So yeah, probably you'll see Evelina more and more in our videos as well, and it's kind of interesting to observe. Maybe I will do separated videos about that. I think that's kind of cool to observe her journey, how she develops from like basically no dancing skills to over years probably she'll be very good. When we were starting La Suerte, that was not really a plan or a goal, like to open the dance school for any of us. Like when we started, I was still working in IT, so La Suerte was my part-time job, like evenings, and during the day I was still doing freelance IT work, and Anna was a chemist working in a lab. So yeah, La Suerte was some addition to our daily jobs, and obviously over time it grew to the point that we had to say like, okay, or we dedicate our time and energy to La Suerte, or we can't develop it as a business, and we decided to move with La Suerte as a business.
Because we started it just for fun, because there wasn't really any young people dancing in Manchester, and we wanted to dance with more people our own age, so our first classes were at the university, like teaching at the International Society.
Yeah, before at Cuba Cafe, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then yes, we started working with university just to bring more young people in, and that was a goal. Yeah, and then we started also training and inviting new teachers to teach. Normally, people who teach for us are our students. Yeah, so we train our students to become teachers. At the same time, majority of teachers, and this is nothing bad, they are not very serious about it. For most of them, it's a hobby. Yeah, and it's perfectly fine solution. Always over time, there were one or two who decided to treat it more seriously. Yeah, and let's say there were teachers who were doing, let's say, 15 hours a week or around that. These days, it doesn't happen. All of the teachers that are here are doing just maximum few classes, like maximum I would say 3 classes, and the rest I'm doing. The reason for that is obviously pandemics. One thing is to cut the costs. Second thing is that, again, if you work on your own business, if you work on your on something that you own, on something that is your, let's call it, third baby, you always put a bit more energy, a bit more effort. You feel like you have to work on it to develop, and especially in difficult moments. And we came across this difficult moment. So I wanted in this video to talk a bit about work-life balance as well. Yeah, like one of my goals, and in general, this is goal always when you run a business, is to replace yourself basically in tasks that can be done by other people. And to be honest, teaching classes, it's task like that. So ideally, I would like to replace myself in as many classes as possible. And over years, it was like that. I wasn't teaching that many classes. It was like probably like 5, 6, 7 classes a week that I had to teach. Yes, obviously I was at La Suerte almost every day, but I didn't have to do that many classes. Now things have changed slightly, and I feel like I have to rebuild it and work really, really hard just to bring things back to normal. And to be honest, I think that we've built some classes that are bigger than ever, no?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And obviously the fact that I put this time and effort in it helps these classes. If I just moved myself to the side, probably at the moment the classes wouldn't be that busy. I don't want to brag about it. It's these are facts. So at the moment we are recording quite many videos together, and a part of that, our operation is divided. Anna works from home, I work from La Suerte. This is how it works. So I'm here almost every day. I almost managed to make myself Mondays off. Woohoo!
And you had our anniversary.
Oh yeah, and on our anniversary, I had a day off thanks to Igor and Andy and T and Isabella. So thanks, guys. Yeah, so Anna is doing the admin side from home. So if you receive emails from us, they are mainly from Anna. Sometimes they are from me. So if it's written, it's me. But most of them you would get from Anna. She will send you also texts when we start a new course and the reminders and stuff like that. She does the majority of advertising as well. Because one day I'll make a separate video about advertising the classes. I think this is something what we are relatively good with. We are able to bring new people in every time when the new course starts. Every time new course starts, and boom, between 70 and 100 people are coming, and I think these are fantastic numbers. Yeah, so when it comes to creating the balance, one of the goals would be for me to be less active in here and maybe concentrate on some operation as well. And I would like to bring Anna back to some classes as well. She's still working on it. It's still Isabella is very small and she goes to sleep very early, and it's quite difficult to organize this side yet. But we're working on it. As you can see, we're already both here, and Isabella is with her granddad. I told you a bit about teachers. So back in times, there would be always one teacher that would do majority of the classes, yeah, like, so it would be like my go-to teacher. And another thing was that it would be a person who would like to depend on income from teaching at least a bit. Yeah, it's quite difficult. I will not lie to you. It's quite difficult to be a full-time teacher, like just dance teacher, just doing regular classes. Obviously, there are other ways of making some money, always our teachers are doing private classes, so if you need a private session one-to-one with one of our teachers, we can easily organize it as well. Now probably the person who is doing the biggest number of classes is Isa. And she's teaching with me on many classes. Another person that is very involved is Tatiana. Like, she became my apprentice. She's responsible a bit for our social media as well. She's obviously learning at the same time, but I think she'll be a very, very good addition for our team, and she becomes a very good dancer as well. And apart of that, majority of teachers are
About Andy.
Andy is doing free classes. Yeah. So apart of them too, majority are doing like a small amount of classes. Yeah, Andy is doing like 3 hours. Andrea and Olga are doing like 2 hours. Igor, yeah, also 2 hours a week. So it's
Robert,
yeah, Robert similar, yeah, like Robert few more, yeah, like Robert 2, 3 depends on the week. Yeah, but so everybody is doing like a small bits here and there. But like I said before, it's more a hobby for them. Yeah, they all have
and to develop themselves really in their dancing.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
That's another aspect. When you start teaching, your dance skills are becoming better because you have to explain to your students what you are doing. So you have to be 100% sure of what you are doing, and obviously be able to pass it further as well. Yeah, and at the same time, we are running another teachers training, so we have a few potential teachers for futures, and we always used to do it in the past. Yeah, so we know that rotation of the people, not only at our dance school but in general in Manchester, is quite high. People are moving here and then moving away. It's completely normal, changing jobs, changing lives, changing partners, and we know that we have to keep creating new teachers, if you want to call it this way. And obviously for me that's another task, that's an extra time that I have to spend. And to be honest, again, when we talk about this life work balance, mine at the moment is very bad. It's like so bad. I'm spending here probably around 5-6 hours a day, what is not so bad if you think about regular jobs. People spend normally 8 hours at work, and that's normal, and I spend 5 or 6 hours here apart of weekends. On Saturday I'm here from around 12 midday till around 1 a.m. So it's like 13-hour shifts normally, sometimes even longer. And then on Sunday is pretty long as well, from 2:30 till 9 o'clock. Yeah, so these 2 days are super long, other days it varies. But like there is a lot of extra work around it that other people don't see. Yeah, so Anna puts her hours in advertising, in admin work, and I actually do extra work in that as well. I create videos. We make these videos for you now. So now when we are recording it, is around 2 p.m. So we are already here in our studio recording, then we'll get back home and I'll come back here again. So and then after classes I'll get back home, and then at night I will, for example, edit this video for you so it will be posted on YouTube. So all of this accumulates. So I would say that I work minimum 9-10 hours a day, and technically every day. Yeah. Now, like I said, my only day off is normally Monday, but I also do, I participate some Afro classes online. I want to improve myself as well. I don't want to leave everything and say like, yeah, okay, I've been dancing for so many years, I don't need to improve anymore. No, I do believe I have to improve. What's more, participating in these classes gives me even more idea what I should teach to you online. And what I think is super important, and what I believe our channel is doing, is connecting Cuban dancers, or connecting you with Cuban dancers. So it gives you context. Because what I noticed is that when you learn from natives, when you learn from Cuban people, some of them, or most of them, were taught without understanding of Western culture. So they are teaching us their own culture, but they don't fully understand ours. When you teach in this context, you expect people to understand your language, but sometimes they don't. They need context, yeah? So what we do during our videos, but also during our classes, is giving this context, yeah? Giving you the small pieces and ideas, so when you see or when you participate a class with Cubans, you understand what's going on. And this is one of the goals. Like, I really like when our people go to festivals and they come back and they tell me like, oh, thanks to classes that you gave us, we understood what happened on the class on the festival, and we could learn a lot from it. This is pretty cool aspect, and I aim our videos to be similar resource, so it will help you to understand more and give you context. That was a bit off topic.
That's a good point, though, that we're like a bridge.
Yeah, this is how it works. Yeah, and it's also cool that you want to know more about us. That's why we create this how to run the dance school videos, so you have a bit more insight of what's going on in here and obviously who we are. I'll try to make a video also about our team, so I'll make like a short videos with all our dance teachers, and they will tell you a few words about them. I think that's definitely a cool aspect of it, because in most of cases you see at the moment me, Anna, you've seen Dave, you've seen Andrea, you've seen Ola before. Who else was on?
Andy's been on some
Andy
videos.
was on a few videos. Igor was in some few videos as well. But there are more of us. Yeah, I think there are 12 or 13 of
And
us.
we've not mentioned Carlos, because Carlos has been with us from the very beginning, like when we first started. So he's been teaching with us for a long time now.
Yeah, for 10 years around. No, actually he wasn't teaching at the beginning, but he was coming to classes at the beginning. But he's been with us for even over 10 years before we started La Suerte. Yeah, so he's definitely a part of the family. So coming back to running a dance school, if you think about running a dance school, it's quite easy to start with just two of you. Yeah, this is how we kind of started. Yeah, we have Andreas as well at the beginning who was helping. But even before that, we were running classes, just two of us. What is difficult after is to scale it. If you want to run more classes, or you decide to do all of them, that's hard because you have to work almost every day. Or you can introduce new people. Introducing new people to teaching always have some costs. Yeah, so you have to have this in mind. Every time when a new teacher starts teaching, people start complaining. Not because they are worse, but because they are new. People don't like new in general. What is kind of strange. Like from my perspective, I would enjoy seeing something new and something fresh. But majority of people think like, oh no, we are just used to you. We want classes with you. We don't want anybody else. And from that perspective, it is a bit tricky. But from running business perspective, it is very, very important to have free time for running the operation of the business. Yeah, to have time for admin work, to have time for talking and meeting people, to have time for self-development. That's important as well. Obviously, marketing, advertising, all these aspects. All of these areas will not be done by themselves. So. Or again, you dedicate some time by yourself, or you get again some person from outside. And again, it becomes tricky because especially in times like that, all of it costs money. So finding balance, financial balance, and time balance, if I can call it like that, it's pretty difficult task and something what you have to consider if you want to run your own classes. Another aspect is it would be way easier to manage if you are like a freelance teacher, just jumping from one studio to another because people hire you and you do classes for them. Then all this operational aspect disappears. Yeah. People advertise for you, you just go and deliver the class. And I know that some people like this way of working in dancing industry as well, and it's perfectly fine. But if you think about running a dance school, you have to consider all these elements. And again, it's very easy or easier if you have a person that supports you. Yeah, this is pretty important. That will be the last topic I'll talk about. I remember when I started doing classes in Manchester, it was with one of my friends from Poland, because when we moved to UK, there were three of us, all three of us were dancing. And we started doing classes in a club, and it was obviously very quiet at the beginning. And she said to me, you know what, like I'm going back to work in restaurant because I get more money on tips than on the classes. So yeah, I lost this support. There was no a second person who would like to do the same as me. Not necessarily for money, but because we wanted. And every time when I was going for a class, I was thinking like, oh, is anybody going to come to the class? Like if there was a second person, at least, you know, we would dance with each other. We would spend good we would spend time nicely together. We would create a bit of atmosphere in the club, and it would work well.
This is before he met me, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm not Polish, I'm English. So.
Yeah, yes. So when Anna started doing classes with me, obviously it was way easier because we knew that we're always there, at least two of us, and you feel this direct support, and that's very important. So when you're thinking about starting your own classes, make sure, honestly, I advise you that, make sure you have some direct support. So basically a person who would like to do it with you no matter what, because beginnings are hard. At this point, I don't know which direction our business will exactly evolve. I like to call our business a family business, yeah, so what we run in here, yeah, obviously we run it as a family. We have our La Suerte family in here, and now you become our family online. So again, we appreciate your comments. If you would like to chat to us, if you'd like to see Anna in more videos, yeah, keep writing it, keep writing. If you keep pushing, she will be more often in here. If you want some specific videos, maybe some lady stylings, things like that Anna will make, you can leave the comment as well. And obviously we are growing our family online, and we hope that you will be part of it. And obviously before we go, like, subscribe and press the bell, like, subscribe and press the bell. And now you can also press the join button and become our real subscriber or member. I think it's called member. You can become a member of La Suerte Online. Okay, thanks for watching this video. We'll come back with more content very, very soon. We're planning to do cha-cha-cha videos. So if you would like to see us dancing cha-cha-cha, and if you would like to learn how to use your salsa skills to dance cha-cha-cha, be with us next time. Thanks for watching. See you later. Bye-bye.